ICT Academy of Kerala is a social enterprise created in a public-private partnership model for imparting ICT skills to the youths of Kerala and improving their employability opportunities in the industry. The company is supported by Government of India, partnered by Government of Kerala and the IT industry. The ICT Academy of Kerala has emerged as a strategic partner for the industry, academia and government in bridging the skills gap in the field of information communication technology.
Respected guests who have gathered here, experts from the industry, friends from academia and student friends. At the outset, I wanted to congratulate BIMLabs and its team for successfully completing your 5 years and also making an impact to the domain that you are in. So good job, and we also wish you all the best for many more such successful years ahead. Secondly, I also would like to thank Mr. Shiju and Mr. Sharma for inviting me and giving me this opportunity to talk in front of this august audience. I was told that I should talk a bit about ICT Academy of Kerala, but I thought I will not attempt to do that much. Instead, I will just give you a perspective of what is happening in the industry, because I also see a lot of members from the academic world. So I did make some 5 slides, if at all I can. Yeah, so just to give you a perspective, ours is a public-private partnered organization created by Government of Kerala, and we received a grant in aid by MIT during our initial stages of initiation, and supported by 4 major industry partners in Kerala. So, and as the host has mentioned, our mandate is to provide youths with employability skills in this field of information and communication technology. That's the outset of what we are into. So I just wanted to share one slide which talks about some of the trends that are happening in the industry. I thought I will put that in this context because you are coming from a very unique segment. One is, there are around 250 career opportunities that exist in the country as of now, as we speak. The interesting fact is that there was a study done by Times of India which said an average student is taught or told or known to have only 7 career options in front of them. Okay, and I'm sure BIMLabs will be facing some such problems, because digital construction is something I doubt whether even engineering colleges would know what are the career options that are available for them. So I just wanted to highlight that for student community who are gathered here, the opportunities, as the guest of honor nicely put it, the opportunities are unlimited for you. And there are enablers like BIMLabs that are available to help you get there. So that was my first context setting point. The second one, I'm not that fast, sorry. The second one is about gig jobs. Again, there is with the new normal emerging, we feel that the trend of permanent jobs, the loyalty for job seekers or student community to stick on to one job till the retirement is all gone. Okay, it is a learning for both industry as well as for the student community. I think we should not start our, if HR community members are here, employee engagement in terms of loyalty factor to a company. I don't know whether it will work in the, I'm sure our friend would admit that. We know this is also here. So what it has transformed into is in line with the new generation concept, because they wanted to make quick decisions, they wanted to earn money, then go and enjoy for some time, come back and do something else. So that's the kind of attitude that we are seeing amongst the youngsters, and gig jobs are very much in line with such trends. So gig jobs are the new set of trends that are emerging in the industry, and we also see that in India, by 2030, I think we are going to have around 2.3 crore gig kind of activities that are happening around the world, and India is going to be a major market. Again, I'm not sure whether BIMLabs is going that way, but we have come across a company which does remote design in a gig model. There is actually a company that is working in the state, which has approached as part of the knowledge economy mission. We were working with that company. Their business model is to hire as many designers in the background with various skills, and they are going to give freelance jobs for the designers, and there will be logical end to certain jobs that are out there, and then that is going to happen. So even in the construction industry, especially with digitization happening, I think that is going to be another big opportunity landscape for me. And thirdly, which is what Dr. Unnikrishnan also has mentioned, around 25% of the jobs that are going to be emerging in the next 5 years is going to have a knowledge component to it, and which is going to be again very, very interesting an aspect for the youngsters and the industry who is into that segment. So that's three important points that I would like to highlight to industry as well as to the student community out there. Now, some of the industry trends that we see from our perspective, again, I thought it may be of help to you. These are the areas in which ICT Academy is also working. So we see that new modes of work, not necessarily working inside the premises of offices, but working near home, working remotely, are also emerging as new trends. In fact, Kerala government under Knowledge Economy Mission is going ahead with the concept of work near homes and promoting Kerala as a destination for work near home kind of a culture. Technology job continues to be on the uptick for the next few years. In fact, the World Economic Forum report, some of you in the industry would have read, digitization is happening across the industry. In fact, I'm not an expert, I think you guys will know it better. 42% approximately is the digitization that's planned to happen in the construction segment, which includes the work that BIMLabs is doing. So there are a lot of digitizations that's happening. So technology is no more about IT industry. Technology is about providing accelerated support to any industry. So that is continuing to grow, and some of the tech industries are showing prominence out there. Then interestingly, COVID hit the travel and hospitality quite a lot, and in fact Kerala was one of the major sufferer of such a situation. Now we are seeing that interestingly this year and next year, travel and hospitality will be much more faster in terms of its growth compared to any other industry is the trend that we are seeing. Artificial intelligence, machine learning across segment, not just in IT but across segment, we are seeing a trend, and that is going to accelerate. I'm sure even in the construction segments, you'll be inducting a lot of artificial intelligence based automation that is coming up. In terms of non-tech jobs, I think sales jobs is becoming very prominent. So if you are from MBA and management background, I think sales is becoming very, very important, because the new sales models and new business models are emerging, and the entire trend of businesses are changing. Finally, as I said, earn as you go, or gig is the trend that is going to continue in this. So these are some of the trends that we are seeing in the industry. There is one slide about some of the skills that we are saying. This is not my slide. This is adapted from World Economic Forum. In fact, outside of the tech skills are out there. I think the more important thing, with a lot of automation that is happening in the world, and with the new modes of working that is happening in the world, I think the focus should be beyond tech skills. So one of the things that I would also request industry partners here is to look at things that are beyond tech. So that is going to be a problem. I'm not going to read through the entire gamut of skills that are out there, but I think it is very, very important to understand that functional domain is important, but at the same time non-functional and non-domain skills are also going to be extremely critical for the growth. The next is the slide which we wanted to talk about what we do at ICT Academy at a very, very broad level. As we said, we are a public-private partnered Section 8 company, so which means that we are a non-profit organization. And the gamut of opportunities that we work are right from mobilization through to relationships. So we do work with around 100 colleges in the state. Around 40% of it is in engineering colleges, but 60% are other colleges. So it includes arts and sciences, polytechnics, ITIs, etc. Work with them in terms of promoting what are the tech skills that are happening, what are the changes that are happening in the industry. That's part of our responsibility that we do here. We also provide a lot of orientation, career counseling, and career opportunity programs for the student community at large. So that's another major area of ours. The core of it is skilling. So designing, right from designing, developing and delivering the skills is another important area for us. Through to talent management. So when we started, we were a pure skill development organization providing employability skills. So our mandate was to make youths become employable. Now in the last 2 years we have also shifted the focus. So right now it is not just employability skills but also employment. So we are focused on not just providing skills but also making sure that the candidates who are coming through are getting employed. So that's the next opportunity that we work. We also work with government on a lot of consulting and other tech related activities and projects. And finally, we work with government and industry academia on strong relationships. So these are the broad levels of opportunities that we work on. The next is the kind of portfolio of skills that we work with. Again, in the beginning when we started off, our focus was mostly on ICT skills for the ICT industry. But as we said, things have changed. Industry has, or technology skills is no more a particular vertical. It is a horizontal, hitting multiple domains and industry. So our portfolio also we decided to expand. So we work on digital technologies. That's definitely a core area, and the subscribers to that is mostly IT industry. Then we work on digital infrastructure skills, which is again technology skills but for IT and non-IT industry. That's another core area that we work on. That's where our electronics, cyber, IoT, robotics kind of technology areas that work across functions and domains. The third one is where we are also trying to work with organizations like Bimlabs, where we wanted to work on enterprise systems. So which means that these are systems, tools, technologies that are functional in nature that works beyond tech industry. So we wanted to work with Bimlabs to understand whether the digital construction area is an enterprise skill that our candidates can learn and establish a partnership through which we can promote those skills into the student community. So that's another very, very important and prominent area that we are working with. We are working with AR/VR companies, we are working with construction companies, we are working with automobile companies, and we are working with banking and financial services companies in developing that area. This is an area where we will not have our internal skills, but we will only establish partnerships. So we are looking forward to partners in those areas. So we certainly look forward to BIMLabs for a wonderful partnership. And lastly, we call it as workforce enablement skills, which in the past used to be called as soft skills. For us, it is also some tweaking has happened with the new normal coming in. So we also work in providing remote workforce training. So people who are wanting to get into jobs but not into the frontline jobs but work from remote in their homes or work near home facilities. So there are going to be skills training that we have developed with Ernst & Young on remote workforce training. We also work on design thinking, language skills, digital literacy programs, entrepreneurship, innovation, apart from some of the soft skills of interpersonal skills, team skills, and so forth. So this is the gamut of areas that ICT Academy work with. As we said, more than what we do, I think the emphasis is that technology is accelerating, certainly. Technology is becoming more of a horizontal, which is working across verticals, and therefore, I think as industry as well as academia, it is important to understand and adopt technology skills which are going to be a game changer for the country as well as for the world coming now and the future. Thank you once again for inviting ICT Academy to this August function, and good wishes to the event. Thank you.